Good morning. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a good morning so far. Oh, let me go find the chat here. It is, that's not it. Um, Monday, April 9th. So, what's going on today? I wasn't able to do I ran out of time last night. I wasn't able to do a what sold or mail call, whatever it's called. Yeah, I wasn't able to do that. Um, kind of ran out of time this morning. Good morning, Nikki. Good morning, Bridget and Hank. Hope you guys are having a good morning. Thrill of Thrifting.
Morning.
Morning.
Morning, everybody. I'm not watching the chat, but good morning, everybody.
Um, yeah.
Testing, testing.
Morning, Todd.
Hi. Hey, look, there's Nikki.
There's Nikki.
Hi,
Todd,
Nikki.
hi, how you doing, Todd?
I'm good. I missed you yesterday. We went the whole day without you.
Yeah,
It was sad.
you're gonna say it was quiet.
No.
No, we missed you. You're like the
Thanks.
bomb.
Thank you, Todd.
We like you.
Bridget says,
Let's,
Todd, good morning. What's the story for today?
the story is this is the beginning of the week of the garage sale setup.
Oh, dun dun dun.
Dong, dong,
You're having a
dong.
garage sale?
I'm having a garage sale Friday and Saturday.
Oh
And
boy.
so, and so, have to do my advertising on Facebook and Craigslist, and I have to clean the carport out, and I have to put prices on everything, and I had and that's the story.
You know what? This would be a perfect opportunity for you to get your watch time up. Go live like Steve and Steph do.
Heck yeah.
Oh God, no, I don't do live.
Ah,
I like other people's live.
You could make an exception, then you can get your watch time up.
Oh my God, no.
there you go.
Oh, jeez.
AdSense isn't worth the hassle.
Okay.
What's the matter, Nikki?
No, I'm just making fun of him because he's like, no.
Oh, okay. I thought something
No, I was
was
making fun
wrong.
of him.
Okay.
No, I mean, yeah. If I weigh the good against the bad against the ugly, which is me, um, nah.
Nah.
AdSense wasn't paying out all that great. I made over 4 years of making videos. I made $300 on AdSense.
Yep.
Oh,
So that was without having watch time.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. That's over 1,000 days. If you divide $300 by 1,000 days, no, that's more like 1,500. That's almost 2,000 days.
Yeah.
How much did I make per day on AdSense in 2,000 days?
I don't know.
Maybe 5 cents. So, I mean, even if I got some watch time, yeah.
Well, maybe, and it's not all about the watch time. It's more about people, you have fans out there
Oh,
that like to watch your videos. So maybe you could even do a video or two during your yard sale. I think
I'll
people
do a
would
video.
I think people would enjoy that.
I could do a video.
I think people would look forward to that and they would also enjoy it.
People who watch my videos are really
Weird?
no, I wouldn't call them
That's
weird.
insane.
They all seem to be very nice people, but they probably watch my videos when they run out of other people's stuff to watch.
Now that's not true either. Stop. You're so modest.
I haven't even done a video in like 7, 8 weeks.
It's been a while.
I've been lazy.
People are jonesing for those videos.
I was going to do a big old video about my 4th trip to the Army surplus pickup, and I never did it. I started one little video and then I went, nah. I'm lazy.
Not lazy, just stubborn.
Bridget, what about your fans, Todd?
Yeah, you're a fan. You have a fan base.
All my adoring fans.
Yes, absolutely.
As long as you put on the morning show and the other folks put on their shows, I'm more than happy to just sit on the sidelines and go, look at y'all.
We ain't gonna win this one, guys.
No, I just thought it was a good idea.
Yeah. It would be fun, but nah.
Well, maybe you'll get a video or two out of it. That's about all I can do for you guys.
I'll think about it.
I think the lives are so much better, truthfully.
Yeah. I mean,
they're real time. They're, I don't know.
Yeah, I really enjoyed like Dwayne Hale's live when he was going through his storage unit.
Absolutely.
You get to see all the good with the bad and everything.
Yeah.
That was
all
fun.
the dust and the oh, don't show that.
Yeah.
Put that away.
I thought one time he was going to give us a plumber's smile, when he bent over to pick up that box. Like, oh, pan the camera, left, right, anything but that. But yeah, those lives are fun to watch, but
Good morning, Queen City
I'll leave
Picker.
that to Steven's staff and those guys.
There you go. Morning, Shantae. Hope everybody's having a good morning.
Why can I never find my freaking shipping coupon?
It's under Manage Your Store.
Too crazy.
All these years, and I can never find the goddamn
I know.
thing.
I used to be the same
every
way.
time it comes up.
But all I know is you go to Manage Your Store, and it'll take you right there. That's the only thing that I keep in my data bank.
Yeah, that's what she tells me every time.
Because I was tired of forgetting every single time. So as long as I keep that in my mind, I'm good. I'm golden.
Right.
Good morning, Why Nots. Good morning, Sally.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I've been up since 2 a.m.
You are so freaking crazy.
2 in the a.m.
Wild thing.
It's what I have to do, though. I need to. So I
Yeah.
have to work tomorrow, so
Yeah. Get you back in the swing of things.
I thought they used to have your coupon code listed somewhere, though.
No. Well, it's in your store. You go to subscriber discounts. After you go to manage store, then you go to subscriber discounts, and it'll say, and then it'll bring up that little page there, and
Ah,
hi,
Then-
Hank. Hi,
then you
Mike.
click on supply. I think it's supplies or something like that. Good morning,
Subscriber.
OJ.
Good morning, OJ.
well, then I must not have it because I'm under subscriber discounts. Oh, there it is. There.
Morning, Shante.
Figure I might as well use it before I forget about it.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Sally's been up since 2. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I was kind of having a little, I don't know if you call it it's not really a fit, but I was having an issue this morning. Like I was just like, oh my God, I have so much to do. I woke up at 7 o'clock and I'm like, oh my God, I have so much to do. And I got to get a shower. I got to get ready. And I was just flipping out. There was so many things, I had to do this morning and didn't wake up on time. And so I'm just, yeah, I was definitely having a moment.
Are you okay now?
Yeah, I think I'm okay. Just, just a little bit overwhelmed as far as all the things that I need to do, but
Just chillax, my sister.
They took away the cute tape. The
what?
multicolored tape. They took away the multicolored tape.
Yeah, I think it's just one color. Right, Sally?
No, they should. Like on the first day that I went, there was purple tape and teal tape.
Yeah.
Oh, but I like the white tape with the colorful eBay on it.
Yeah.
Oh, like this? Like
Yeah, they don't have the white tape. I don't believe.
I just bought that.
Bridget
time.
said she got it. She said she got the variety pack.
They must be out of it then.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, Shantae says my computer hard drive bit the dust when I fell yesterday. Apparently I bumped it. My brother-in-law came to watch Walking Dead last night, and he said he has extra hard drives and he will fix it. Oh, good.
Oh, good.
Well, there's
Who
a
was
plus.
that?
Shantae.
Yeah, she totally bit the dust.
Are you okay?
She ate it.
Yeah, I think she said she was okay.
Get it?
Oh, she's got a big bruise on her
tail end.
Yeah, her backside. Ouch.
Oh, boy. Did anybody win yesterday?
Yes, we had 2 people win. Sue won and Thelma won.
Oh boy.
It was a really good challenge.
We actually had 3 that had 1 point. Bridget. So it was Sue, Thelma, and Bridget had 1 point. Then Sue got a point, another point, and Thelma got another point. Thelma would have won it all because she had a sale, but she didn't have payment yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they split it.
Yeah. She had three sales, but only 2 payments. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Nikki's in trouble with the O. Jason.
Uh-oh.
The O. Jason.
Why?
The O. Jason.
The O. Jason, yeah.
Oh, Jason, what's the matter?
Something about tape.
Oh, Bridget said she sold an item at 7 o'clock. That's it. Always happens that way. Always.
Speaking of
Never
tape, I was going to
fails.
pick a Snooki.
Except when
What's
you're
your
me and
bone
then you
there,
don't sell
OJ?
anything.
Huh?
I said, except if you're me and you don't sell anything.
Or me.
Yeah.
I didn't sell anything.
I
Well, I did.
mean,
I did sell. I did have a couple of sales. My auctions were going off like crazy again.
That's good. How many did you end up selling?
I think total. I think I had 6 auctions that was going off, and then I had 2 or 3 sales. I think I have 8. 8 going out. 7 or 8 going out today.
I had 10 for the weekend, but
Nice.
ooh,
I shipped out 2 on Friday and then
See my
8 this morning.
Yes.
But it seemed like everybody was getting sales yesterday, though.
Oh,
Everybody
yeah.
was cha-chinging all over the place. I mean, it wasn't about what do you call it? You know, listing or any. I mean, it just seemed like everybody was getting cha-chings.
yeah. I have
OJ,
Was it like
my
this,
store?
OJ?
Yeah, those are the kind that I got right there that Sally has. Got a lot of tape on it.
Yeah.
Received 4 military packs from USPS, and there's only about 3 feet of tape on each.
Huh.
Just like the picture showed. Huh.
I mean, I don't know if you can tell just by, by looking at it, but whenever I measure it, there's an inch of tape on here. Like an inch worth of tape. So it's not just 3 feet.
No, mine isn't either.
And this is what came in my military packs.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Yeah, that's
don't
what
know.
came in mine too. Each roll is about 1/8 inch thick. Huh.
Wow.
Well, if you need one, send me your address and I'll send you one of mine.
Yeah,
Bridget,
I got those. I
I
got
don't
those
really,
rolls like Sally did.
yeah, I don't really like these because they're not, to me, they're not sticky. Like if I compare them to the eBay tape, the white eBay tape, they're not sticky. These aren't as sticky. They're like, I mean, they are somewhat sticky, so they'll stick to a package, but I wouldn't use this to like keep a box closed.
Right.
Because that they're just not that type of sticky. They're like, I mean, it's just not, it's not enough. It's not sticky enough.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, OJ, that's what I got in the mail. Good thing it was free.
Bridget says, "How do you order that tape?" I get it from my. How do you order that tape? I get my tape from the postmaster. You just go onto the USPS site and you order the military packages. It's like a bulk, like a like a almost like a starter kit.
Yeah.
And
those are free.
Yeah.
I know. You're just giving me a hard time. That's okay. I wouldn't know you like me if you weren't giving me a hard time. I'd be worried.
Hank says I still have some of the huge rolls of dark blue Eagle USPS tape.
I do have a gripe though. Now, for years I have shipped through FedEx, not just through eBay, but I have my own account, and I don't ship a lot through there, but I do ship through there. Well, with everybody now, all of a sudden, with everybody talking about now, I use my FedEx labels properly. I use them for FedEx packages only.
Mm-hmm.
With everybody on YouTube saying, "Oh, get the FedEx labels; they're free, and you don't have to use them for just FedEx." Well, now they have it where you can only order a 60-day supply of what your account reads that you are selling, that you're using. So instead of being able to bulk up like I always do, and then just not order for months, I only got one package because they're cracking down on how much you order from them.
Yeah.
Huh.
But
Well,
that's what
at
happens
least, are
when
they?
people do. Everybody says, "Oh, well, that stuff's free," and what do you care what other people do with their business and blah blah blah. Well, this is a prime example of that eventually everybody pays
Right.
for other people's negligence.
True.
This is a prime example of it because I used to be able to order as many labels as I wanted to, and now I can't.
Yeah. I gotta run and get the dogs, so I will be right back.
Okay, bye.
And I'm just saying, I mean, that's what I always say is that eventually we're gonna pay, and yeah, so.
Yeah. Yeah, it happens with no, just like Hank said, it happens with everything, it seems like. That's the way it
Granted, I have enough
goes.
labels to do my shipping. I just can't order what I usually order. That's all,
Right.
So I mean, it's not like I'm not getting my labels, but I'm just not getting as many.
Yeah. What in the world's kind of child book is this? Do you want to play with my balls? And then they start eating weird looking lemons or kickballs. I don't know about all that. That's what Hank says. I've never heard of that reseller. Source it up. Huh.
I'm away from my computer, so I can't see the chat.
Well. That's the title. She says, "Do you want to play with my balls?" I think it's a kid's book.
What the?
Looks
I was
like
gone
a
for
kid's.
like 2 minutes, and you guys are already talking about balls. What the hell?
Talking about different kinds of balls.
Valerie, I didn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah, it was all Nikki's
I'm
fault.
innocent.
You know that's the first person to blame, right? The first person that says I didn't have anything to do with it.
Yep. Exactly. That's why you never say that, Nikki.
I figure I'll be the first one to blame, so I figured I better put that in there. And I really didn't do anything.
There you go.
I was talking about labels. How they got balls out of that, I don't know.
Bridget says blame it on Nikki. She can't see the chat.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I had an ulterior motive to going to get the dogs too. I had to go get that thing that just got paid for.
Oh.
So.
Well, you should have just told us that then.
Well, I didn't lie. I just didn't tell you that part.
I gotta go get something that's got paid for.
I get it out. No, I'm.
Well, both my cars broke down the other day.
Wow.
That is crazy.
Yeah. I was gonna go on Dwayne's auction and sell something But I had to go and get my daughter, right? So I figured, well, when I went and got my daughter, I would do it from my car.
Right.
Well, then I ended up breaking down alongside the highway, so I was kind of out of that mood. It's like, I can't even deal with Dwayne's auction right now. So yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry that you. Did you get either one of them fixed?
No,
No.
No.
I'm just
So now.
borrowing my dad's truck.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. At least you have something to drive.
Yeah. Yeah, they both water pump went out on my husband's truck that day. Earlier that day we went and got my car, and that night I went to go back to town to pick up my daughter, and yeah, that one, the transmission went out on it.
Oh no.
Wow.
Yeah. So, well, my husband's water pump, to order it, it was like to order it online, it only cost like half of what it would it locally. So we ordered it online, so we're waiting for that. And then my car, when we go down to the cities for my dad's surgery next week, then I'll pick up there's like a transmission for like $90 at this auto salvage place down there. So we're gonna get that.
Well, good.
Oh, good. I'm just sitting here talking away on mute.
Oh gosh.
We've all done it.
Ah.
How come they're ignoring me?
But that's just our luck to have two vehicles break down on the same day.
Oh my gosh. And then there's so many people that, depend on those vehicles to get to work and everything. That's difficult for that to happen because you're trying to figure out how people are going to get to where they need to go.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Well, yeah, because my daughter works sporadic hours, and my husband works 7 to 3, and then like my daughter today has to be to work at 2:15, so that means I have to stop what I'm doing and take them all to work.
Mm-hmm.
Because either one of them, I mean, if she had to work at like 3:30, that would be perfect, because then she could go to town, I could stay home, she could go to town, and her and my husband could deal with it. But
right.
No, she has to go to work at 2:15. So this morning she just drove him to work and then came back home. But the rest of the week, we're not going to do that, because that's just like crazy gas,
Right. Exactly.
And then tonight she doesn't get done till 10:45. So either A, we need to stay in town till 10:45, or B, we're going to come home and I'll have to go back to town at 10:30.
Oh gosh.
And I live about 20 to 25 miles away, well, about 20 miles.
Then you're gonna have to sleep all day just so you can
stay up late enough so you can. No.
Yeah. So make sure you're primed to drive.
Yeah.
I can't drive 55.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, hopefully you can get all the parts and get everything fixed and together and.
Yeah. Well, then I bought this last time I was at an auction. The strawberry shortcake stroller came up, and nobody wanted it. I bought it for $1, because nobody would take it. And he kept, "Come on, everybody, you can buy this for $1, I was like, I got lots of little nieces, maybe one of them will want it, Well, then the other day it's been riding around in my husband's back seat of his truck. And the other day I looked it up. One that's not as good as mine sold for $50.
Yeah.
So I was like, sweet, I gotta get that thing listed. I haven't listed it yet, but anyways. For a piece of crap that I thought was a piece of crap, you know, I was pretty excited to see that it sells for at least $50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll be $1 turned into 50, you know.
Can't beat that.
No.
Do those all day long.
Yeah, they sold it for $50 plus I think it was like $30 shipping or something like that.
Holy
That
moly.
doesn't fold down, you know.
Heck yeah. Yeah, I've been doing stuff all morning.
Well, that's good.
Cleaning, and I washed a load of pants that I can list today. And I don't know why I washed them. I just decided to wash them. Well, I had a couple of pairs that needed to be washed anyways, and so I just picked out a load's worth and threw them all in the washer together.
Yeah.
And then I did that, and I'm still trying to work on my inventory a little bit. I picked up a box that needs to be inventoried, and just been doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, I worked on after we got off the computer last night. Well, after Walking Dead, I did a little more inventory and still not near done, but
Yeah.
every day do a little bit. We'll get done eventually. OJ says I want to keep listing on Poshmark, but I'm not excited about packing with tissue paper and love notes.
Better get used to it, buddy.
Oh my gosh.
Well, if any guy can do it, OJ can.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I think I saw him on the Love Connection in the 80s. Or was that the 70s?
Maybe 70s and 80s.
Yeah. Remember the dating game? Oh,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I remember. Yeah, I had 9 going out today. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good for not listing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can't say that I wasn't listing. I was listing stuff that was, from my what do you call it?
I don't know.
Inventory?
What I call it.
Yeah, from my inventory. Sorry. I had a brain fart or something. I don't know. That's kind of how the day has been. It's just been kind of weird. Like I get like in the mid sentence I'll be like I just lose it. I don't know. Watch out. As Mike used to say, oh, it's going to be one of those days.
Mm-hmm.
You're a strange and wonderful woman, you are.
I take that as a compliment.
Yeah.
You get I don't know. I get a little bit overwhelmed when I start thinking about all the things that I need to do and all the things that need to get done, and I just get a little bit overwhelmed, and it kind of it really bothers me because I don't have enough time in the day to get everything done that needs to get done. So.
Yeah, but you always make it work.
Yeah.
And there's always tomorrow.
That's true.
I mean,
well, thanks, Queen City Picker.
Don't you ever listen to Garth Brooks? Tomorrow never comes.
It's true. Because when tomorrow's here, it's today.
yeah, well,
Listen to
don't
the
think
great
about
words
it
of
like
Garth
that.
Brooks once in a while.
I don't think about it like that. If you do that, like, I don't even worry about tomorrow, because I mean, like, you don't even need to. I mean, I understand, like, preparing for, like, you have your trip coming up and stuff like that.
Oh my God, that's even.
I understand. I understand, but like, there's nothing that you could do about it. I'll tell you exactly what Brandon always tells me when I'm starting to freak out about something. There's nothing that you could do about it besides, like, try to prepare the best that you possibly can, and but you can't worry about it. You can't worry yourself to death about it, because if you do, then you're not even going to be able to go, because you're going to be in the freaking hospital.
Yeah.
You got to be careful with that kind of stuff. I try not to stress myself out about stuff like that. And, even though it does happen, and I should take my own advice most of the time, I try not to worry about tomorrow, because, like, if I do that, oh my God, I would not be sane at all. Like, I mean, I'm already kind of not sane, but I would be like in a loony bin.
And the sun will come out tomorrow.
That's your bottom dollar. Come on, Todd. You started it.
Whatever. Yeah.
Whatever. Oh my
It's
God.
like, I don't know the rest of the words.
Yeah. So, and then I'm thinking about this lunch thing, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be gone like 4 hours.
You don't need to be worried about that. Like,
but I'm just, thinking about the time frame and everything. And I'm just like,
what do you have to do today?
I don't know.
Your inventory.
My inventory listing.
You really want to do your inventory that bad? No.
Well,
you don't.
No, but it needs to get done.
Yes, but you can just do it when you get back. It's gonna be there waiting for you. It's not going anywhere.
That's true.
Yeah. See?
It's just, it's just, it's almost like an anxiety type of thing, and then to even think about the vacation yet, is, I mean, there's so many things I need to do with that, even just to prepare for it, but, yeah.
There ain't nothing you can do about it.
Sounds like I need to make another list. Like another 100 list and get started back on that.
If that'll make you feel better, then you do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see it helping anything, but I mean, what's a list going to do if you're in town?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't worry about all that. He said she packed it with extreme care, like it was new in the box, sent this long love note, and sent me 5 messages thanking me for and giving me status updates. Good grief, sweet, but I can't do all that. I wouldn't worry about all that.
No. You don't have to do all that.
No. Just put it in a freaking envelope and send it.
Yeah, like Hank said, the constant updates would annoy me. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, you don't have to do all that. Yep. So that's kind of where I am.
I wouldn't
Everything
even
will
need tissue paper.
everything will be fine.
Mm-hmm. And if it isn't, then it isn't.
Okay.
You'll figure it out.
I guess one way or the other.
If it isn't, then you'll figure it out later.
Yeah, like Karen's at the beach says some of the top Posh sellers put it in a plastic bag and send it. Yeah.
I don't think
You do it just exactly the way that you do it.
those are people that do all that. Those are people that have way too much time on their hands. That's what I do. I use mostly the Tyvek priority bags from USPS for Posh. I have
Yeah.
my clothes packaged in clear bags, but that's all I do. Yep. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Yeah, they want the item that, like Hank said, they first and foremost they want the item they purchased. And OJ, you're a guy that has attention to detail. I'm sure everything is going to be fine. I would just throw that sucker in an envelope and send it. Now, me, when I send clothes, me personally, I have some of those poly mailers, but I usually throw everything in a bubble envelope. I love bubble envelopes. I'm a huge bubble envelope person. Yeah, they're more expensive than poly mailers, so maybe you clothing people probably don't want to use them. But I have bubble mailers most of, and I always forget about my polys. But yeah, I send them in most of the stuff that fits, of course. But yeah, I've never had a complaint. I don't sell that many clothes, but still, I've never had a complaint about it. You know, if the item matches the description and it looks good and whatever, would I roll it up in a ball and send it? No, just fold it nicely and send it away.
That's what I do.
All Posh stuff should go on priority box. I thought you can't use priority boxes
What the heck?
for Poshmark.
What just happened?
I said that's what I do.
What?
Roll it up, stuff
Rolling
it
the
in a
ball?
bag.
You didn't see what I was doing, Nikki?
Yeah, I saw it now.
Oh my gosh. Crazy.
Not unless I'm paying. What? I thought you weren't supposed to use. I thought you weren't supposed. Oh, you're not supposed to use flat rate
Right.
for pot.
Right. Now I did buy these little they're kind of fancy little poly mailers for Poshmark. And I think I've used maybe 2 of them, you know, so but I bought them specifically for that reason, just to, you know, so I could use those to send.
You can use flat rate for them now?
Wow. Oh, I didn't know that. It's good to know.
Well, isn't that special?
Just not Express, the special ones. That's good to know. They changed it. You can use any priority box. I Finally got rid of my regional B boxes. Cool.
So is it the same to where you can ship like 3 pounds or something for a couple of bucks? $10 or something?
Have a great day, Lori. Well, I suppose with folding, you guys don't use much A and B boxes, huh? I use them all the time. I love A and B boxes.
I do too.
I used to forget about them, but I'm doing better at using them now.
Yeah, I'm glad that I know about them. I don't know. Weird. Well, be careful with your back, Miss Lori.
Yeah. Yeah, let them.
Don't
Let them
do too much. Yeah, Hank says up to 5 pounds and $6.49.
It's nice.
It's so
Yeah.
awesome.
How's Legnut doing, Nikki?
Good.
We at 100% yet?
I think he might have screwed up his hips more than I thought, though, because he's still kind of, well, his hips are still kind of look like they're kind of discombobulated, maybe, but he's doing better.
Good.
Morning, Maggie Doodle. She said, "What are A and B boxes? Regional A and B boxes." Sally, explain that to her.
Regional box is like if I was to ship a box from Michigan, like there's regions for the whole United States. I'm in one region, Valerie's probably in another region. People in California are a different region. I do have a map, and there is one on USPS, USPS.com. For the regions. But basically, if you hit your scroll down button for shipping where your labels are at, you'll see regional A, regional B. Sometimes those are cheaper than the regular priority boxes. Because like if it's shipping in your same region, then it'll be it'll be easier for you to cheaper for you to ship using that box than it would be a regular priority box.
Yeah, and they usually go faster too, because usually like my priority, when I do my priority, it's 2 to 3 business days, where usually when I do my regionals, it's like 2 days.
Todd, take yourself off of mute. Todd's got a regional B box in front of him. And they have different ones. If you go on USPS, you'll see the region A, region B boxes. They have a couple of different ones. One's like that. There's another one that's like an actual square box. And they're nice boxes. And they like, I love that one. I love that region B box. Todd, are you still on mute?
I don't know. Am I still on mute?
There you go.
So yeah, if I'm shipping, I live in Texas. So if I'm shipping to New Mexico, Oklahoma, Texas, or Louisiana, the region B box goes cheaper than a medium flat rate.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, the A1, A2, those are different shapes, but they're the same size. And B1 and B2, they're the same size, they're just different shapes.
Yeah.
And like the A box, I know, what does that do? Like a 2 pound rate?
2 or 3.
Yeah.
It's
and then B is like 5 or something, isn't it?
I
don't remember. But when you go when you go on to ship your item, like Sally said, look in that little box and just see what things ship at. Even if you're not shipping in those boxes, just go and look and see what the difference rates are. Because sometimes, like the A is really, really small, and the B is just a little bit bigger than that. So I mean, that's the problem with them, is sometimes the stuff is too big for it. But
And sometimes I'll pay 50 cents more, maybe even $1 more to use a region box because my item fits in it better.
yeah, just so
And it's
perfectly.
free,
Yeah.
you know. If you consider you're spending at least 50 cents to go scrounge boxes or buy boxes.
And they look so much more professional too, you know.
Yeah, they look good.
Yeah. I love when I use postal supplies because they just look so nice. You know, they look so much nicer than my scavenged boxes.
Yeah, like the one I just showed, I'm spending like 50 cents more to ship it than it would be on priority. So
I even use them when I'm not
I'm
going
good
to
with
that
them.
region too. I mean,
Yeah, Karen's at the beach. I didn't use those for a long time, and now I do. You know, when I'm looking at a package and you know, say it's going to California or says it's going close to me, I will definitely look at you know, what the
yeah.
rates are and see if they're a little more reasonable. So
Yeah,
You
there
know,
used to be a
they give you a
C
little
too.
better. Yeah, I miss those, the C boxes. Those were like extremely big, and I miss those so bad. Um, the reason why they give you such a good rate on those is because they plan their shipments out by cubic, and if they have, that's why they give you such a cheaper rate and want you to use those, because then they know if they've got all these A and B boxes and prior, they can figure out their loads better and easier because they know exactly how big these boxes are, you know. Whereas when they get a whole bunch of other boxes, then they got to try to rework the load. But if they know that they're getting all these priority boxes, that's why they push them so much and give us the free boxes, because they want you to use those because it's easier for them to figure out.
Karen's at the beach says yes, Valerie. I'm I always look, but always more expensive. I don't know why.
That is weird.
What is?
When she looks at the regional, she looks at the price, but she
Huh.
said it's always usually more expensive.
Huh.
She says, I guess it's because I'm near New Jersey and New York hub, so regular priority must be cheaper from my area.
Maybe so.
I don't know.
That's weird.
Let's see if I can blow this up a little bit. Here is, and let me screen share real quick. This is, and you can look this up on Google. Just put in USPS regional box map is what I put in. And I printed out one of these to where it shows different zones. There's another one that I use. It wasn't this one, but it just gives you like a breakdown of like you know, it's gonna cost the same, you know, for like priority box, it's gonna, or not priority box, but the regional box, it's gonna cost the same, you know, if it was going from, you know, from me to Kentucky or from me to Florida, in that region box. So, you know, but see, like if you use, say, region B, and it's going to go to California, it's not going to be cheap. It's going to be better to use a regular priority box than to use like a regional box.
Right.
So just,
Yeah, but if you're shipping from Michigan to California and you put it in a regional box, it's just going to ship regular priority, ain't it?
it will sometimes be more expensive.
I've never had that happen.
Yeah. Yeah. If you, and you could play with it too. Like while you're in your, you know, where you go to print out your shipping labels, you have that drop down menu, or go to, what do you call it? Go to, what does it say? Like, to adjust the measurements of your box and stuff. If you go in that, it'll show you the breakdown of padded flat rate, priority boxes, regional boxes. You know, if you were to use any of those to ship to the certain address, it'll show you a breakdown of all those prices. So if you were to just go in there, you can look and see if, you know, if it would be cheaper to send it in an actual regional box than it would be a regular priority box.
Right.
It'll tell you that right there. So yeah, so
good to know.
it is.
Morning, Ansley. Yeah, I've definitely you know, experienced with it, kind of played with it, and you know, just kind of see what my best options are. You know, if it's cheaper, then that's good. If it's going to cost me, usually if it's going to cost me about the same, I'll probably just use priority. So that's kind of the way that I measure it.
So to Erlanger, the region B box is $10.33 every time for me.
Right.
But medium flat is $12.45. And B,
and how much weight?
B is a bigger box than the medium flat.
Yeah.
So it's cheaper and it's a bigger box.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
to
just something you have to
Erlanger.
play around
So
with.
any
It's
of my,
hard for us to just say use A and B.
Yeah.
You have to play around with it and figure
but
it out.
yeah, you got to look at each thing individually. So for me in Texas, the B box is cheaper and bigger to ship to Erlanger.
Yeah.
But if I lived in California, that probably wouldn't be the case because Erlanger is farther away.
Yeah, and it's hard for us to say you start using these because it's different wherever you live, you know.
Right.
So really and truly, when you're going in and you're shipping stuff, even if you're not shipping stuff that fits in an A or B, just look at the different weights because it shows it in there. So when you're just picking out what you're gonna ship, even if you're not gonna ship regional A and B, just take a peek and look at what the rates are. Just so you can get a feel for it, you know.
Yeah, because that'll just familiarize yourself with it.
Yeah.
And the more that you look, you know, then you'll know that you're, you know, if you're checking, you know, more often, you're more often not going to miss out on what? Oh, am I still presenting?
I don't know. Are you?
No.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's just
I
because
don't
you're
know.
talking.
Okay,
That's
so
all. That's all. You're not presenting. No.
Yeah, you're still on there. You're just the whole time you've been on there. Yeah.
But you're not. I mean, you don't have the box around you or anything.
Oh,
So you're
okay.
not.
now you're switching back and forth.
Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah, the more you use it, the better, and you'll be better off because you'll know that you're not missing out on, you know, some extra money that you can gain from shipping. Actually,
Right. Exactly.
Morning, Ainsley. Yeah, just play with it and look at it. It's really hard to say, oh, you're going to save money using regional boxes. Just like I said, when you're shipping, just look different weights and different locations. Just look and see, oh, if I would have shipped this in an A or B box, what would it? And you can see it right there in the list. So it's not like it's going to take you extra time.
Right. Oh, good morning. Good morning, Maureen. She said she's almost done with her Bonanza oops. That's good. You've been pretty diligent.
What was
Keeping up
that?
with it. I can't remember, what was it that you did? She put free shipping on everything. Was it that?
Oh,
I can't remember. It was something that she had to go in. I think she had to go in with each item and fix or something like that. Oh, she repriced everything to $1.32.
oh no.
Yeah, so she had to go. She had to go in and change everything.
Oh boy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that would be awful.
How many items is that?
I don't remember how many she said.
Couldn't you just delete everything and then have it resync again?
You would. I don't know. You would think that would be.
Hi, Ansley.
2,223.
That's great. Couldn't you just go in and delete it all and then just resync it with eBay and then it'll all go back to normal?
That's what I would think.
I mean, if it was syncing, it should have went in and did that anyway. Because if it's, if it syncs every day.
24 hours.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I would definitely think that would be easier way to go.
Yeah. Now that she's almost done, I don't have it.
Yeah.
Oh.
You don't have it synced with eBay?
Why not?
Why not?
Why? Yeah. Why wouldn't you have it synced with your eBay?
Oh, she doesn't do it anymore.
Oh.
I see.
That's good reason.
Yeah.
Never mind then. We're all like confused.
I was like, yeah, I was very confused just now.
That makes sense.
We're like, Maureen, what the hell are you doing?
Oh.
Never mind then. Just ignore what we're saying. You do pretty good over there having that many items on Bonanza, Marie? I always wonder how that goes for people. I mean, you make a pretty good income not using eBay. Not that we need actual numbers or anything.
I mean, it's it's another platform. I used when I did eBay, when I did Bonanza, I did pretty good. I mean, it wasn't fabulous, but it wasn't,
I had like one sale a month.
eBay is better. Yeah, I used to do about 2 a month, usually 2 or 3 a month. I mean, it wasn't great, but it was all right. It was stuff I didn't sell anywhere else.
It's kind of like True Gather.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said eBay is better. Anissa said I used to sync with Bonanza, but they started charging for it. That's why I don't do it.
Oh, did they start charging for it?
Well, they started when I let's see, what was it? I got on there, something sold, but I didn't get an email until like a week later that it had sold. And so they kind of, ticked me off with that. And then so I canceled, I thought I canceled my account. Well, I didn't cancel on my account. So they were like, well, I think I canceled the order and then I canceled my account. Something like that. Anyway, because it just didn't work out. And but it turns out I did not cancel my account because they make it in such a way where even if you stop your account, you don't delete your account. So your account still goes on. So then I started getting emails of, things that I had sold. And I'm like, I deleted these guys. And turns out, you didn't. But I know that Jim and Tara, they do Bonanza, and they don't pay for it.
I don't pay nothing for mine. I've never had a problem with Bonanza as far as that goes. A couple of years ago, they used their syncing was bad. When you sold something, they were terrible. But then they started changing it. Now it works better, but it used to be terrible. I mean, I'd have double listings over there when they'd sync. I'd end up with double listings, and the only way you could fix it was going in, deleting your whole store, and resyncing it. But they've gotten a lot better with all that stuff now. And now they have it where it'll delete it from your eBay too. Really never did that before either, but for probably about a year, I think it's been a little over a year that they've been doing it.
Yeah, like I deleted my account with them, and then I tried to get it back later, and I could never find the free version after that.
Yeah.
I was like, whatever. I'm not paying for this. I know that.
Okay, I'm going to take my stuff outside, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'll be back. Boom, boom.
There's the Jim and Tara Carey.
If you set up a new account with Bonanza, or like let's say you canceled your account and then try to set it up again, then they'll charge you. But we've had it for so long, that's why we don't get charged. It's like your grandfathered in or something.
Oh, I see. I see now. I was like, no, I'm not paying for that.
Which ironically, Jim did try to cancel it, and it just never would take or whatever. And they just
Yeah, that's basically that's what happened to me because they screwed up, and then I was like, okay, well, I'm canceling, and so I canceled it, and then like a week later, I got a sale, and I was like, I already sold that on eBay, and again, so like, and I tried to cancel my account, and obviously it didn't work, so I had to email them, which is the only way to get a hold of any of them.
Yeah.
And wait for them to get back to me. And I actually emailed the buyer and said, I'm trying to get a hold of the customer service. Like, I'm trying to get a hold of the customer service, and I have to wait till they get back to me, but I already sold this on eBay, so there's there's no way I could sell it to you. I'm sorry,
You can't make a living on Bonanza. I don't want anybody to think you can. You can't. I can't. I have a lot of inventory, and I don't sell that much over there. But I will say, to me, it's just like another line in the water. And I have cracked off a couple bigger things off of Bonanza, like a $300 item and another $200 item, and then some regular stuff. But anyway.
Yeah. And you could sell like some like other certain things.
Yeah, that's
too.
true. Mm-hmm.
Medical stuff. Yeah.
Confederate flags.
Yeah. Yeah, Valerie just checked out that ink frog the other day, Ansley, and it was like $29.99 or something like that. Like an insane amount for that.
Yeah, we don't pay anything a monthly subscription for Bonanza, right, Jim? Yeah, we don't get. They only charge whatever they take off the sale for their commission if you sell them.
I've signed up with them for years.
Yeah, that's how they used to be with me too, and
go out and try to get back in, you're gonna have to pay.
But I will say that might tell you something that they're charging $20 a month. I wonder if they had a flood of sellers move over into trying to move into Bonanza then. So now they're charging a subscription fee.
Oh, maybe so.
So
Guys
who
have
won?
a good weekend?
It was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just say it's okay.
I would say okay minus.
Yeah, it wasn't real.
Slightly okay.
Yeah, we had 2 winners yesterday.
Jim, can you sell like Mein Kampf on eBay? Is it because it's Hitler? Do they not? Does that ban too? I can't.
No, I don't think so. As long as you don't show a picture of it with like him with waving a swastika.
Yeah, because and this she has a book called Adolf Hitler. Can I sell it on eBay?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they sell Nazi coins. Now, if it was,
don't put like swastika in the title.
If it was like some I'm crazy white supremacist Roger, and this is my manifesto or something like that, and I wrote it in 1973, I don't think that is probably allowed because it's contemporary. But the stuff with Adolf Hitler, I mean, that's historical. As long as it's historical and not obviously white supremacist.
Yeah, there's a lot of Adolf Hitler books on here right now. If
you're writing something like, it's some book called Advancing the Aryan Nation and Bringing Back Neo-Nazism or whatever, that's probably not going to.
Now, here's one that puts swastika in their title. I would not do that because that would probably key up some kind of robot to it.
Yeah.
I bet you might.
Robots are already on this stream. What did they say?
Ooh, I got an offer.
Oh, I think is it P?
Did.
It's PH.
That's good.
I did. And I'm taking it because it's a good one.
Well, that's always good.
Yeah, it's not even low ball.
That's even better.
It's not even low balls. I'm so very happy.
But it isn't Mein Kampf. It's not Mein Kampf. It's
Yeah,
just
it
a
is.
Hitler
It's my
book.
struggle.
Yeah, but the one that and this is trying to sell, I don't think it's Mein Kampf. I think it's just a Hitler, like World War II history book. I was just curious if they let Mein Kampf come through.
Oh wow! If you do have an old copy of Mein Kampf, though, actually it does good.
Oh wow! Best offer off 125, which I'm pretty sure we haven't.
Well, there's one cleared 20.
Huh.
I have a couple of them.
It's unreadable.
Mr. Sadie said you could sell model kits with the swastika on it. I just did, but did my research first.
Well, if you go on there, you'll have World War II German coins that have the swastika. German money has the swastika on it.
She said it is by him, Mein Kampf.
Is it Mein Kampf?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, is it an older version of Mein Kampf? Because I just saw a 1937 one that took a best offer off 100 and a quarter. Or is there a reprint?
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
The two you're gonna find tons of are reprints like after the post-war, like post 1945 Mein Kampf, and the Rise and Fall of the Third Reich. That's another real popular book that was really prolific in the late 40s, right after the war.
Yeah, here's one that here's a 1940 took a best offer off of 75, but then this is a newer one, only sold for 20.
Yeah, the newer they get, the less they're worth.
Oh, that's not
Morning, Barb.
30, yes, 37 or 36. It was a discard from the school or from my high school library.
A 71 got $20.
But it was purchased new by my high school.
Huh.
And when it was Eagle River Union High School in the 30s, and it was discarded in the 80s. I bought it. It was like one of those, a quarter of book sales or whatever. The binding split a little bit because it's a library book. But
Morning, Barb.
We got an old one at an auction, though. That was in a box of books. It's somewhere floating around yet.
Morning,
It's
swag.
like
Morning, Swag, maybe.
40.
Mr. Sadie, how far?
Mm-hmm. Morning, Mr. Sadie.
So I guess Sally put in a request for this weekend. So we're going to do a back-to-back.
I threw Valerie totally off.
She threw me under the bus. And I got ran over. No, we're going to have a back-to-back listing challenge Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, I thought you were going to do another 24-hour thing. I'm like, you two.
Oh, no way.
We learned our lesson on that one.
Mm.
Yeah. But back-to-back. So Saturday from 10 to 6, and then that's Central Standard Time. And then Sunday we'll do the same thing. So put that on your calendar. Put that on your calendar.
I don't know when I'm going to be off again for the weekend.
Right.
That's one reason why I want to do it. But
if you're, because probably the following weekend you're going to be working.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're going to be off for 5 days, right? Or no,
Yes.
you're going to, that's not right.
That's when I'll be off for 5 days. I will be,
okay.
I work.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I was confused.
So I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. No, that's wrong. I'm off. I don't even know. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then I work 7 in a row.
Right.
And then I get 3 off. And then I don't know. Yeah, it's just... It's Anissa's fault. No, I'm just kidding.
Everything's Anissa's fault.
Poor Barb.
Where the heck did Nikki go?
I don't know.
She disappeared.
Maybe she's having trouble with her internet.
She was starting to kind of sound like a robot a couple of times.
Mm.
Ugh.
No worries.
It's all good, Anissa. I was just kidding anyways.
Don't you worry about it.
Yeah, but YouTube's going to flag this video as being not bunch of talk about neo-Nazism and stuff. Nah.
I don't even have I don't even have my videos on. If they could be monetized, I don't even have it on I don't even have it on that anymore. I turned it off.
We're not saying, oh, yay, support that. We would obviously be anti that. So
I thought we get in trouble for talking about Nikki.
Oh,
YouTube's onto us.
That's right, Hank.
Barb wants to know if you got your mail, Todd.
Oh, yeah, thanks. I got it right here. Woohoo!
What'd you get?
Thanks. That was a good deal. Oh, some
Jewelry?
some well, it's jewelry, but it's like broken or whatever. Anyway, it's gold, so I don't care.
Yeah.
That was
I
sweet.
like any kind of gold, so yeah.
Oh!
Oh my God. That was freaking scary.
I thought an alien was gonna fly out.
No.
Oh. All right. Thanks, Mother's Mustache.
Yeah.
So today I'm going
I'm gonna sell on a lot. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's fine. So today I'm going to lunch at the Olive Garden. I haven't been to the Olive Garden in like years. You guys have any suggestions?
Well, I haven't been there in 20 years, so
That's probably about the same. Maybe 10, 12 years for me, but
didn't they used to have a really good Alfredo?
yeah, I think so. Like the chicken Alfredo.
Yeah.
I'd go to an Italian restaurant instead. But...
Smart ass.
Holy moly. Pick with Joy was at Goodwill getting inventory from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Woo.
That's a long day.
Yes,
Why did you let you go in the back room?
What'd you throw in that?
Were you in the sorting room, just grabbing it as it came
Did
in?
they give her a name tag?
Wow.
Good for you, though. That's awesome.
I went to my yesterday, and it sucked.
Aw.
Yeah, ours have been really picked over.
Yeah.
We have no garage sales because it's still we still have like 2 feet of snow on the ground. So everybody's really Goodwill's hard.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is like a wedding ones, Jim. So I'm just gonna lock these together. They're
Oh,
not
yeah,
very
but you can
sexy.
still scan them all. in
Okay,
one.
that's fine. I'm just telling you what I'm doing.
So Mike said, if you get a Walmart pop-up on your phone, don't click on it. Malware
Oh.
or malware.
yeah.
I think my phone is screwed now. Writing in an X-ray film bag on the way to Verizon to fix it.
I just had one of those the other day, and like I went to Google, and it would pop up every time I went to Google. So what I did was I opened another tab, went to Google, to where it brought up the regular search bar, and then I closed it, and then I went and like deleted all my what do you call it, cookies, and then it was fine. But yeah, it's bad right now. Like I just seen one like right after that, and I didn't click on it, and I like got out of that.
Yeah.
Like just back out of it if you can. Just don't click on anything and back out of it.
It's crazy that those are on phone now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't even remember clicking on it, to tell you the truth, but it acted like I did.
This is my desktop, but when I go on Zillow, I get one on there where it gives you the alarm bell. You know, you have a virus with Microsoft. I'm like, God dang it! So
Oh no!
out of it.
Yeah.
Best thing to do when you have that is like you could get what is it called, house call. Oh, it's something house call. I can't remember what it's called. I'll have to find out from Brandon. But yeah, I go in there and you could do a scan, and it'll tell you what is like malware, and then you just hit delete, and it'll delete it off your computer. And it won't put any extra crap onto it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't like spam you for money or anything. So it's completely free. So yeah, that's what, I can't remember what it's called. Dang it. Yeah, I can't remember.
Sally, when you said it won't spam you for extra money, you immediately made me think, and I couldn't help it. It was a knee-jerk response. I immediately thought of my first wife. I apologize.
Yeah, it is bad, and I try not to like. I usually don't click on anything that's like spammy.
Yeah.
You know, but sometimes you just like, especially going into you like if you're on Facebook and then you click on like you know, those little things about like different stories and stuff. If you click on to, it'll take you to another website, and that's kind of where all that shit lives.
Yeah.
Trend. It's called Trend. Yeah, like Trend Micro. And it's free. Yeah, you know, I actually, to tell you the truth, I think that's where I got mine, is from my local news station.
Yeah.
Because I was just on there the other day. Yep, you know what? I bet you it was because I was on there looking up a story, and I remember it was like it started talking to me like you have a virus or something like that, and then I just started backing out of shit, but I think it stayed on my phone. And then and that's why I had to go in and you know, pull up another tab, go to Google, and then I closed it and then erased my cookies.
Yeah.
Was it a fake news channel?
No, it was my local news channel.
Okay.
Which is awful. They shouldn't have that crap on there.
Sometimes TV news and newspapers, especially on the local level, are really, really behind technologically, you know, like with the internet. And
yeah.
So, and it's surprising because they're in media. It's like I don't know if they want to pretend that they are around or what it is, but.
What does a funny car look like, Jim?
Oh, jacked up high in the back. Like a drag strip car.
But they're smaller? Would they look like this?
I don't know about iPhones, Anissa, but I have because I have Android, and that's what it happened on mine.
That's a good picture.
Yeah, I'll put it on the side.
I was so freaking out this morning. I was looking outside my door, and I was just looking at the trees and stuff, and there was no wind, but I seen this. It looked like a leaf. It's like it's in the tree across the street, and way high up, and it looked like a leaf, but it looked like it was swinging back and forth really fast. And then I'm just watching it, and all of a sudden it stopped swinging. And then a few minutes later, it would start swinging slowly and then faster and faster. It has to be some kind of animal.
Wow.
But I can't tell what it is. But it was on the end of a branch. I thought for a minute that it was like a bat or something.
Likely. Is it too cold for bats right now? I don't know.
Seems to be. It would be.
I would think so too. I don't know. It was weird.
The tree wasn't trying to attack you like in that one movie, was it?
No.
No, that movie where the plants are killing people or making people kill themselves?
Oh, yeah. That's a crazy movie.
It was that M. Night Shyamalan or whatever, but the plants are like just kill yourself.
You know what the funny thing is about
What was that movie called?
You watched that movie with me.
No, I didn't. I don't think I even got all the way through it.
What was that movie called?
I don't remember.
The Happening.
Oh yeah. And then they have that. Then he made that one, The Village, too, where you think it's a monster, but it's just the people trying to keep everybody in the village.
Isn't that crazy? And Lady in the Water.
I never watched that one.
It's good.
It's a really good movie. That's probably one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
I even got the storybook to it because there's like a storybook, and I got that.
I actually like all of M. Night Shyamalan's movies that I've seen. Ansley, where have you been? They're good.
They're really good. Lady in the Water is really good.
Well,
So
you have, because isn't what do you call it with? Oh my God, I have an old brain.
Don't you
The
hate
one
that?
about aliens.
Signs.
The one of Signs.
Oh, is that him?
That's
yeah. He's actually in that movie. He's the guy that
He's the vet. He's the vet.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, he's a vet.
He's a vet?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like a veterinarian?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you meant like a veteran. He's the one that hit his wife.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, she's never heard of that one either?
Oh boy.
Oh gosh.
She said that she was joking.
Yeah, Signs with Mel Gibson.
Yeah, I couldn't remember Mel Gibson. But yeah.
I love that movie. That's probably that's one of my favorite movies too. But Lady in the Water, that's a really good.
Yeah. No. I thought that's what Valerie meant.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, those are all good movies.
Yep.
I think, anyways. Okay.
What?
Oh, Hank's making fun of me.
Oh man, he's got vintage snowmobile racing ones, Jim.
What does dystopian mean?
That I don't know. What does dystopian mean, Jim? You went to college.
A little creepy and a little realistic.
Dystopia Day. A bad place. A community or society that's undesirable or frightening.
I think I had dystopia in the 70s, and the doctor gave me these big pills.
So if you use it in a sentence, you could be like, I was in a hangout with Silver Hair Stacker and it felt very dystopian.
Like I was trapped in a community with weird old guys.
And this is it the opposite of utopia?
Oh, there you go.
There you go. That's, yep. I would say so.
However plausible that may sound, I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah. Hank
The
said
opposite
scary.
of utopia.
Scary, like it's a horrible thing, but it could happen in the future of our society.
Like The Handmaid's Tale or Walking Dead.
Right, right. Yep.
I think the movie industry came up with that name so they would have something to put on their movie ad titles. In the dystopian future, the good guys are taken over by the bad guys, and I'm like, wait, this is just like a Western.
Oh boy.
In the dystopian future.
Yeah, the bad guys want to like paint their houses whatever color they like,
Yeah,
and
that's
they
a
don't
song,
follow
yeah.
the rules, and they don't want to be members of organizations.
Kind of like Mad Max almost.
Mhm.
Mad Max Thunderdome.
They don't mow their lawn enough.
Yep, yep.
So, dystopia is a place where people don't cut their grass and have no respect for weed control.
Yeah. And the movie title is The Unmowed.
The Unmowed. In a world where people don't cut their grass once a week. They paint their houses loud colors.
No!
Have more than one unregistered vehicle.
Oh my god!
They sell on eBay.
Yeah, you probably would have an HOA, no eBay sellers allowed.
I could see it.
Like, yeah.
Would you be even a little bit surprised if an HOA had no eBay selling out of the house? I could totally see that.
That's funny.
Like some real uptight HOA people. Why are they buying all that stuff in their garage? I don't know.
You just started something.
Fred, do you see all the stuff they're buying over there?
You did it. You ruined it for subdivision resellers.
In the not too distant future, you might be a redneck.
Oh my God, Fred. Is that Todd across the street buying more of that army surplus stuff? Oh, that looks so horrible when he has his garage door open. It's offending me. Can't we complain to our HOA?
He's a doomsday prepper. It's a prepper. Get him.
And he's running a trashy garage sale this week.
Oh my God, look at him now, Fred. He's out there cutting up stuff he bought at a storage unit auction and throwing it out with the garbage. That's horrible.
Euthanize him.
Wow. Swag Maven says that when she used to live in Florida, they came out and measured her lawn.
Oh my gosh. I think
That's pretty. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
No, Jim couldn't live. Jim wanted to move to Florida. His parents live
Not
in
in an HOA, though.
Not in an HOA.
No way.
His parents live in Kissimmee, but I don't know if it's even still like that. But how far out of Kissimmee? Like 10 minutes? You're like in Redneckville, and it's all like mobile homes and like, you know, they'll have like hogs and stuff and Confederate flags flying. And Jim's like, this is where I need to live.
Well, it's a zero crime. It's going to be a zero crime area. I drive like across this road. I get lost. I'm looking for this lot for sale. I accidentally drive across this 4-lane and wind up going down this road that turns to dirt. I mean, it's like red granite or like this or seashell gravel or whatever they got down there. So I'm driving down this road. I see this nude girl.
Little girl.
She's probably 2 years old, maybe 3. Walk in her yard, and not near the road, not playing near the road, but you're gonna look because, well, it's a naked person. So I'm like, what the hell? So I look, here's this naked girl playing in the yard. I see there's a pen with hogs, and they have a flagpole in the middle of the circular driveway with the Confederate flag on it. And I saw that because everywhere else is like all uptight and everybody's driving fancy cars. These people have rose up big trucks. I'm like, I may have found my place.
Oh my gosh.
And it's not that far out of Orlando.
Wow.
In the not too distant future, in the backwoods of Orlando, you could be taken captive by redneck flag flying.
I'm in our town one day. Speaking of naked kids, though, not that I talk about naked kids all the time, but I'm in our town. Right, I could go into work. It's where our office was. Our office was in this professional center, this L-shaped professional center. But before I go to turn, I see in the middle of the street is a girl, because I can tell she's a girl because she's not wearing nothing, about probably 2, maybe 3 years old. She's walking. She's in the middle of an asphalt street. I'm like, oh my God. The car in front of me does this crazy swerve, and he goes around the kids and continues on driving down the road.
Oh my God.
Yes, this is a child in the street. I stop my car. I get out. put on the flashers. I get out of the car to go walk this kid because I see there's a house there. I'm going to take this little kid by the hand. I start walking towards the house. The person behind my car is laying on the horn beeping. And then I swerve around and it's a woman. And she's got this dirty look on her face. And I point at the kid, with a look on my face like, what the hell's wrong with you? And then the lady's looks straight at her windshield, drives on.
Oh my God.
Anyway.
Oh my God, listen to what somebody this suave commented. My ex had a Confederate flag on his wall in his man cave, and they fined us for it because someone complained they could see it at night through the cracks in the blind. Oh
wow.
I couldn't live like that. Yeah.
Oh, wow. What else are they looking at through the cracks in the
Jesus,
blind?
Anyway.
Oh, God.
Jeez.
And the toilet paper all over the lawn. But anyway, so I'm walking this kid back into her yard. A little boy comes out. I go, hey, who is it? Do you know this? She goes, oh, yeah, that's my sister. I said, hey, are there any adults around here? The kid looks at me and goes, well, you're an adult. I'd be like, oh, my God. I said, he goes, she's at work. I go, well, where's your father? He goes, well, he doesn't live here. Is there any adults here? Oh, my mom's boyfriend, but he's sleeping. I said, will you go in the house right now and wake him up? He goes, well, if I wake him up, he's going to be pretty mad. I said, you tell him to go wake him up or I'm going to call the police right now. Okay. So the kid wanders in the house. But then I start thinking, I don't know who this kid's mom's boyfriend is. It could be some kind of psychopath. So I left the kid on the porch and split.
I don't blame you a bit. I don't blame you a bit.
My dad might be mad. I don't.
Or my mom's boyfriend.
Yeah, my mom's boyfriend. Not my daddy. Somebody else's daddy who lives with my mom.
Well, you don't let her out. She's oinking and stuff. You better not go on the road.
Anyway, people are amazing, though.
I've had that happen to where I've seen kids in the road before. Actually, it's probably happened to me like 3 or 4 times when I lived in California. And I actually had to knock on this lady's door. She, the kid was probably 2. I knocked on the lady's door and she wouldn't answer the door. I told the kid, can you turn the handle? And because I didn't want to turn the handle.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, what the fuck? Well, the kid tried to turn the handle, couldn't turn the handle. So I ended up trying to twist the handle. It wouldn't freaking open.
Oh.
The door was like locked. Well, so I'm like, I don't know if this kid even lives here. The kid couldn't even talk.
Yeah.
It was a baby.
Huh.
So, and it was like out in the middle of a busy road.
Oh my God.
So, I was like, you know what? Screw this. I call the cops.
Yeah.
And the cops came and they banged on that lady's door, banged on her door. She wouldn't come to the door. Finally, after like 30 minutes of us just sitting there, she comes to the door and was like, what's going on?
Oh my God.
Yeah, and the kids ended up taking that baby.
Wow.
The cops ended up taking that baby, not the kids. The cops ended up taking that baby.
I mean, because we're like, well, even now, I mean, like if Brandon wanders off at Walmart, I'm like crazy mama bear. Like, I need to know where you are.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
This was when I was on the fire department, and we had a lot of the police, the sheriff. We had deputies and police officers that were also volunteer firemen. And one of the guys I went to high school with, a cop, and I said, hey, I want to tell you a weird story. I turn this corner, and I got this naked girl on the street, and I walk her back to the house. He goes, oh, yeah, that's so-and-so. And I'm like, yeah. He goes, yeah, it happens all the time. He goes, yeah, that's not but they're over. He said she's going to wind up losing that kid. I'm like, oh, my God. Yeah, so he knew right away because I later found out who it was. It was a girl I'd gone to high school with, was a mother. But he said her name right off the bat. I mean, he knew right what house it was.
Yeah.
So it ain't like this was a one-time thing. This kid was wandering off all the time. I mean, sometimes you wonder how these kids ever reach adulthood.
Yeah, it is amazing.
I got like a couple of screaming matches with some negligent mothers.
Yeah.
Because they just let their kids run in the freaking streets.
Jim, who drove it? Do you know anything about NASCAR?
That's crazy, Grandma Magic Classics.
You know that, did the STP car like in the 80s, was that Richard Petty?
Oh, I think so. You see him?
I guess, is there like a number on there?
Probably if we turn around so we can see the front work. No, his name will be.
My ex-husband used to do that shit too. I mean, like, nothing ever happened, thank God. But one time my son almost fell in the fish tank. And, like, I was walking in as he was leaning over the fish tank. And he was only, like, 1 or something.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm going to tell you something that's scary that happened to us. And I don't want you to think I'm a bad parent. Brandon was about 2.5, and he wandered off on me and Jim. And it was just like, bam, he's gone. We're at home. I'm like, oh, my God. And you know, like, when you're looking for your kid and you can't find him, and you're, like, getting kind of frantic or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
So we were looking for him, and I'm like, Jim, it's getting dark. We need to call the cops. I mean, we need help. I mean, I can't find him. Freaking out. Anyway, I hear this, like, because he didn't really talk very good when he was 2, so I hear this distance. He didn't cry or scream either at this age. He'd just go like, eh. I hear this in the distance, like him going, eh. I walk. We had a pond. And it was way down on water. He is in the pond, but because it's down on water, his feet got stuck in the mud. So, you know, like when your shoe gets stuck in the mud. So he's up over his ankles in mud, standing there going, eh. I'm like, oh my flipping God. You know, so I went and got him. And in fact, his shoes are still in that pond because when I picked him up, his shoes stayed in the mud and I'm like, screw it. But oh my God, I was so freaking scared. I remember walking the road and I'm walking everywhere, you know, because we got like at this time 20 acres of woods. Who knows? Oh, it's in this pile. I'll give it back to you. I'm separating.
Because there's 2 different drivers right around at the same time.
Oh, frick. Anyway, oh my God, that scared the living shit out of me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I bet. I mean, no, shit happens. I know.
Oh my God, Tara, you are the worst mother I've ever heard of.
Well, it's like one of those instances where he he had because he was like, he wanted to go to the pond. I'm like, no, we're not going down to the pond. And it's just like, boom, he's gone. I mean, I don't know how freaking he must have been running, but I mean, he's short. How could he cover that much? I mean, it was like, I don't know. It's 6 acres away. It's not like the pond's right there. It's
one of his shoes is still in there.
2 of them.
Oh, you lost both?
Yeah, when I pulled them up, his shoes came off, and I left them in there. I'm like, well, they ain't no good anyway.
Yeah, we just started doing. We started at the barn, the last place we saw him, and we just started doing an expanding circle, and we're getting wider and wider in the circle search. But the sun's going down, and Tara looks at me, and I can tell what she's thinking. I'm thinking the same thing. We're gonna have to call the cops.
Yeah.
But then right as we're talking, all of a sudden you just hear this faint,
oh God.
Like, what the hell? And you yell Brandon, nothing. But then all of a sudden at a random time you're like, oh my God, something's coming from
oh my God. I love him, but that day I know he's a baby, I could have killed him. I mean, you ever hear that where you find your kid and you're very happy. But there's like this where you could just choke them right now because
dads. I mean, the first thing where's Brandon? I haven't seen Brandon in a little bit. The first place I go is a swimming pool.
Yeah, that was my kids too, man.
Now he's older, so he doesn't do that anymore.
That's it. I'm calling CPS.
Nikki.
Don't shame on you for even saying that.
Don't even joke with that, or I'm not going to send you cheeseburger money.
Oh my God, you guys just
I bet Nikki's got some freaking stories about her kids too.
I'm sure she does.
For anybody who doesn't understand what I'm talking about, there's a lot of drama in the YouTube community, and I'm only copying some things that we've been watching.
Yeah.
When you said
I would never call CPS on somebody or anything like that.
You sure
I'm
you
just
want
playing with
anything today, Nikki?
Turn on the super.
What?
You want to call
that?
You want to call TMZ today?
Yeah.
Did you watch that one?
No.
Oh yeah. Well, they take it down. It's live, but they take it down. Yeah, they were calling TMZ, Scientology, the National Enquirer. Oh yeah.
My God.
It was really something. Anyway.
And we're just using a broad bunch of different creators. We're not talking about one particular one. So
No, that's okay.
just let your imagination run wild. It could be anyone.
Yeah. Mother's mustaches, I did tear. Oh my God, I was in shock. Karen's at the beach said every parent has a lost child story.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we all do. But no, Brandon is a happy, well-adjusted child, and he's even in private chats we see him. He's happy, he's funny, he's talking all the time, and he is far from being abused. If that kid's being abused, I was horribly
I
abused.
will tell you that day he scared me so much I could have abused him.
Yeah.
I know.
I used to tell my kids that all the time. But lucky I don't abuse children.
Oh my God. He went through this stage where if he wanted to do something, he'd just do it. And he didn't talk very good. We took him to Disney and he didn't like to stand in line. I'm like, well, you guys stand in line. This is the way it works. So he takes his mouse ears off and he throws them. We're at the Soarin' ride. And when you're on Soarin', it has like a rail, but then it has like a thing where it's a lower level below it. He throws his mouse ears. They don't go down to the next level. They land on top of this canopy, this decorative canopy thing. That's it. They're gone. There's nothing I can do. So now he's freaking out. He tries taking a oh my God, I could have killed him that day. It was so bad. The Disney people are like, how can we make your experience happier? So I'm like, I'm just going to leave. Jim had to go on Soarin' by himself, and I had to go take him out because he was having his meltdown.
Oh my gosh, everybody talks about how great, and I love Disney World, but everybody talks about how great the Soarin' ride is. It's dumb. They like lift you up in a chair and they blow wind in your face, and you should watch this. I thought it was lame. Oh my God, I waited in line an hour for this. So,
my gosh,
doesn't do nothing for me.
Tom, Queen City Picker says my kids are 19 and 20. They still get the "if you leave us without telling us, I'll beat your ass" talk.
Good for you. Yeah, Brandon's always trying. Oh, can I go to the toy aisle? I'm like, no, I'm heading that way anyway. You're gonna wait for me. You know what it is too, and I don't want to be like super paranoid, but when I was a kid, my mom used to remember you'd have like all these child abductions and these kids getting killed and stuff. Not that it still doesn't happen, but you had like a lot of movies about it back then, like My Name is Steven and all these movies, which scared the living crap out of me when I was a kid. I mean, I was so scared because my mom would be watching them all the freaking time. I swear to God, and I was scared of it. And I think part of it's still like subliminally in the back of my head, like, no, stranger danger. Anyway. But that shit being crazy a little bit.
I remember getting lost in Kmart.
In my entire life, heard somebody else that has seen that movie.
Oh, I know My Name is Steven?
Every time I've ever talked about My First Name is Steven, everybody's like, what movie was that? And I was like, oh my God, it was like the best movie of child abduction ever. I mean, it was the best movie ever.
I think it was called I Know My Name is Steven.
Yeah, I know My First Name is Steven.
No, he does not first name. I think it is just I Know My Name is Steven.
Yeah, maybe that's
like a false name when they finally find him, and that's the kid's like, no, I know my name is Steven. So that's how they know they got the right kid.
Yeah.
Because they got him enrolled in school and stuff under a fake name.
Yeah. What did he even have him in school? Because I mean, they were like sexually abusing him, and then he'd find a younger kid. I thought he was in school,
or maybe the neighbors just knew him as by the wrong name or whatever.
Anyway, and then you had like the Joe Walsh abduction of his kid, where they found his kid killed, and that stuff really scared me. I really don't like watching. That's why I don't watch like serial killer movies or that, because like in Silence of the Lambs, where when the girl helps load the couch or chair in the van and then he pushes her in, I'm like, oh my God, because I could totally see myself like, oh, you need help? Oh, okay, Durka Durka, here I come. And then bam, I'm in a van.
Oh my God, he's my age. He's the same age as me.
Yeah, but he's dead, isn't he?
He died in an accident, a car accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's frozen in time. Anyway, but yes, he would have been the same age as me. Oh my God, that's so creepy.
My parents left my brother in the church one night, and everybody left, and we went to dinner. And like my mom and dad always drove separate cars to church, and so my dad thought my mom got him. My mom thought my dad got him. Well, he was asleep on the back pew.
Oh my God.
And he was like 1.5, 2 years old, and they took off They met at the pizza restaurant, and they're like, "Do you have Johnny?" And my dad's like, "No." "Do you have him?" And they're like, "No." They went back to the church, and this was like, I mean, it was like 15-20 minute drive. So they went back to the church, and he was still asleep on the back pew.
Huh.
Yeah. I mean, but that would be hella scary if you woke up 1.5, 2 years old and
being in the dark.
in a dark church all by yourself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you
Hell
woke
yeah.
up, you'd be freaked out.
Oh my God. One time
Yep.
I'm at church.
Sorry for life.
I'm at church with my grandmother. Okay. And my grandmother was an old Polish babushka kind of grandma. And she liked going to this old timey Catholic church where they were still speaking in Latin and stuff. It was a cool church. Anyway, I have to go to the bathroom. I'm going to go to the bathroom. So I go in the girls' room. Well, for whatever reason, my grandmother, out of the corner of her eye, thought I went into the men's room and that a man followed me in. Now she's freaking out, pounding on the men's room door. Let that girl out of that man's room. Let that girl out. The poor man cannot speak English. Okay. So he's like, whatever, trying to explain to her, like, no. And he's holding the door shut. Now she's freaking out because she's got in her head that I'm in there. And my mom's like, she goes, all of a sudden you just come out of the woman's room, like, oh, and then grandma's like, okay, let's go. Anyway.
Oh my God. That is scary.
I know you got that girl in there. Let her out. Oh, yeah. She's making a big scene. And anyway.
Gosh. Yeah, I can't imagine that, Grandma Magic Classics. That would be horrible.
Hello, Ella. Help is on the way.
On the way.
Oh, I hate pop-up.
Yeah, that would have been horrible. Yeah.
I didn't know that Steven had died.
I think it was it a car accident?
Yeah, he survived 7 years with a child molester. The only reason they found him was because some other kids got rescued, and they found him with the guy. You know,
Yeah.
they suspicious. They check him out, and sure enough, he's this missing kid. He lives 7 years from age 7 to age 14. Lives with this child molester, and then so they finally get him out of there. And then in 1989, he's driving home from work on a motorcycle, no helmet, gets hit, and dies of an injury.
Steven Stainer, wasn't he that guy? He lived in California.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, and I think after they got him out,
they didn't
he had a
find
lot
him. He
of trouble with
escaped
like
a little
drinking
boy.
and stuff, didn't he?
7 years with a child molester? I don't know if I wouldn't have killed myself.
No, but I'm saying is, and I think was he drunk driving when he was in the hospital?
No, he's driving home from work on a motorcycle. They had no license though, but I mean.
Oh yeah, here, Jim. Here's the race that these slides are from, and it tells you what car the guy's driving. But I don't see the STP car.
Tragic life.
Oh my gosh. My mom Bill says she woke up on the school bus.
That's right. His older brother, Kerry Stainer, was a killer.
That's right. He was.
His older brother was a killer?
Yes.
Yeah, something with bombing.
I can't remember.
Serial killer. Yeah, it was real weird. Yeah,
wasn't he the one that had like the people up in the mountains or something?
Yeah, he might have had him in the cabin. The mother and daughter. He killed the dad.
Yes.
Yep. Really? Was that up? That was up in like in our area, wasn't
like
it?
in Camp Nelson or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I never connected the two. That's weird.
Yeah.
That just gave me chills.
Well, I thought Wisconsin had a bunch of weirdos.
California will always be worse.
Oh yeah, he was abducted in California, and he died in '89 in a motorcycle accident while driving home from work.
Right.
What's his birth date?
Well, he got 72. April of '65. He's a couple months older.
Yeah, he's like 2 months older than me.
I never knew that he was a guy. Imagine that's gotta screw with your head, though. You know, being the brother of that kid.
Oh. Sorry, Tom. Hey, it was better before. Who did this?
That That family is. Boy, I thought I had bad luck.
It's
Yeah.
Nikki's fault. I just blame it all on
Oh, he
Nikki.
sold something!
Yay!
Yay!
Hey, everybody, we had a sale.
Oh my god! And his brother looks really creepy. Well, I suppose in your mugshot you always look creepy.
Yeah.
Oh, he was old. Yeah. He murdered 4 women in 1999.
Oh my god!
Well, I think he in Yosemite Park.
Oh.
Oh, he's still waiting.
Well, I imagine something upstairs must have clicked during that whole time his brother was missing. You know, I imagine. I don't know. Not to give him a pass on it, but
Yeah, that's kind of reaching.
OJ says we left for a family vacation one time. We got a few miles away, and my wife forgot her cell phone. We turned around, and next to her cell on the sofa was the 5th child strapped in his car seat. Oh, shit.
Oh
shit.
Oh, my God.
At least the kid could make some calls or play some video games on the phone.
Hey, he was working as a handyman, and he killed those 3 women: a mother, a daughter, and an exchange student.
Yeah, it was a really bad. It was a really bad story.
Yeah.
We drove an international scout, Jim.
Oh, okay, well, that's got nothing to do with what kind of car he drives.
Well, because you
So everybody with that type of device is a bad person. This person committed a crime with one of these, so if you own one of these, you too are a criminal.
Oh man, I think this is Richard. Wow, here's a picture of the thing.
Oh wow, walking
I was
around.
at the lodge in La Portal. Yeah. Well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I hate to because we're having a good conversation.
Yeah, especially on that note of creepy serial killer.
Yeah, I know, huh? I hope everybody has a great day, and we will see you tomorrow.
Have a good lunch.
Ansley,
Mother's Mustache asked about international scouts.
Yes, we have one. We have a 1965.
Okay.
See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Let's go.